Hi there! So I just wanted to do a quick video for each of the signs about what Uranus square Pluto has meant for you individually, and uh, it's kind of a retrospective view considering it's now dissipating and reaching the 8-degree orb almost. It's in 7 degrees of 7 degrees apart right now, and they're both retrograde. So, I mean, they're probably going to be in 7 degrees apart for a while, but as it dissipates, I just wanted to look at these lessons that we've learned throughout these few years that they have been square. And I also wanted to touch upon Saturn and Scorpio and what it's going to be looking like when it moves into Sagittarius and the lessons we're cleaning up or finishing up here at the end of Saturn and Scorpio. So I hope you enjoy. Hi Capricorn rising people. So Uranus has been in your 4th house in Aries, and Pluto has been in your 1st house in your sign of Capricorn. So you've been undergoing a huge transformation within yourself and in your emotional state. And Uranus has been exposing all kinds of stuff about your family and upbringing and just causing a whole bunch of change in how you view those things and in how you really view yourself in the process of becoming aware of how your family has maybe influenced who you are. And you might even be breaking free of any structures that you've held that have been, representative of home, and maybe you've been being like you maybe have called something more unconventional your home, potentially like breaking free of your home situation. And you've been able to really become more aware of who you are outside of what your family has labeled you as. And Pluto has been transforming your subconscious sense of who you are. So Pluto is exposing all the darkest parts of yourself and all the darkest places that have been suppressed over time. And it's also exposing to you how you deal with sex, death, and rebirth. And you've been going through a huge rebirth of who you are. And so in order to really allow this birth to go underway, you actually have to become aware of those darkest places and transform them and become a new version of yourself. You're basically going through your cocoon phase right now. And when you're in the cocoon, it's just going to be kind of a mushy, dark mess in there. And so you have to be dealing with this stuff during this time and dealing with all this stuff and transforming and really going through like therapy of sorts, like going to a psychologist or even going to a therapist or any sort of thing like that would be extremely beneficial for you at this time, so that you can help to go through this with somebody helping you through this. I would advise this if you are going through a really intense period of darkness. But ultimately it's going to help you become more of who you are meant to become in this world, and you'll also likely have transformations in how you view the systems and structures that are in place in our society as well. So, and you may not be in alignment with some of that stuff, and so you might even go rogue, so to speak, or like kind of want to find a new path for yourself that is different than the norm. And that's kind of what's going on. There's a tension, of course, because they're square to each other. Uranus and Pluto have been. And so you've been needing to really break free of old structures and become more yourself and become more in alignment with who you wish to become. And then Saturn has been in your 11th house in Scorpio. So friendships may actually be a source of responsibility, or maybe your friends have been asking a lot of you lately. And you could even be feeling a sense of responsibility towards your community. And also you've been wanting to focus more on the hopes, wishes, and dreams that you have for humanity. And Saturn's actually asking you to step up to the plate and become more responsible for that sense of wanting to bring community and your wishes to fruition. So there may be a need to let go of some of your old friendships because some of them will not be in alignment with who you're becoming. And so there's kind of that aspect as well. But it's also going to be great for really honing in on what you wish to see in the world and actually becoming that change in the world. And then Saturn's going to be moving through your 12th house when it moves into Sagittarius. And so this is actually going to be a time when you won't get away with escaping as much. You might have to deal with some old belief systems that don't make sense for you anymore, and definitely unconscious things that are happening in the world at large as well as within yourself, and changing those unconscious beliefs, basically any restrictive beliefs or fearful beliefs or anything that's causing you a blockage from actually being more expansive and helpful to the collective is going to be exposed to you, and you'll have to let go of some of that stuff. It's also you're not going to be able to get away with like escaping responsibilities and escaping reality. Even like there's like a sense of instant karma with this Saturn in the 12th house, and so it's not a good idea to overindulge in alcohol or drugs during this time. So it's a good idea to actually kind of come to some sort of sense of sobriety within that, and sobriety within your beliefs. Even like you're going to be sobering up to some of the realities that your beliefs can kind of bring about. So you're kind of going to be testing your unconscious philosophies, almost like testing like out what is helpful to you or helpful to the world, and what is not helpful to you or the world. So letting go of the things that aren't going to be helpful is a good idea. Okay, that's it for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you did. And I will talk to you soon. Have an awesome time.